The monitoring system in ALCMS is a dedicated feature that allows real-time supervision of all lighting units and controllers within the airfield network. It provides detailed information on device status, battery levels, operating modes, and active alarms. The system helps operators quickly detect irregularities or failures and ensures reliable airfield operation. Additionally, all monitoring data can be logged or sent automatically via email for reporting and maintenance purposes. For activation, the ALCMS software relies on the UR201 hardware to manage the lights. Turn on the UR201 and launch the ALCMS on the computer. When the ready LED indicator illuminates on the UR201, the system becomes operational. Next, start the S4GA ALCMS application on the computer. In case of successful login, first screen visible to user after authorization is the system status check. If all components of the system are operational and the system identifies as fully functional, the check will show pass. If any of the components fail, initial verification information about failure will be displayed, and operational impact will be provided to the user. Then press the Next button to enter the program. If the icons are gray, operations are disabled and control is not available. To control the lights via ALCMS, change control from UR201 to ALCMS. To do this, click the gear icon in the top right corner. Then switch control from the UR201 to the ALCMS by pressing the slider. While operating with ALCMS, the system cannot be controlled at the same time via the application and the UR201 front panel knobs. To enter the monitoring section, select the monitoring tab found between groups and notifications. The main control panel enables monitoring of system health, verification of network connectivity, and evaluation of overall system performance. Below, you will find the equipment list, which presents the status and detailed operational data for all devices assigned to each group. To show details, press the plus icon to display more information about each group. All important information regarding each device can be found here. The main control panel shows the connection status and overall performance of the whole device network. If the devices are operating correctly, they display the status OK. However, if they are malfunctioning, the status Fail will appear and the indicator will turn red. If this happens, refer to the Airfield Lighting Control and Monitoring System User's Manual. In this section, you will find the following information. CMS Data Drive. During the system status check, it informs the user whether the part of the memory reserved for system logs is available and recognized by the ALCMS application. If it is not detected, the system notifies the user of a failure. CMS Unit Backup Battery. During the system status check, it indicates whether the backup power source is connected and functioning correctly. In case of a failure, the system provides the user with relevant information. This fault does not affect system operability and allows continued control of the airfield equipment via ALCMS. CMS Mains Power Supply. During the system status check, it indicates whether the primary power source from 110 to 230 volts is connected and operating without interruptions. In case of a failure, the system provides the user with relevant information. This fault does not affect system operability and allows continued control of the airfield equipment via ALCMS. CMS Radio Transmit Unit. During the system status check, the unit tests whether the radio module is operating correctly. A failure in this component significantly affects the performance of the ALCMS. If the main radio module is not functioning properly, it may cause delays in responding to ALCMS commands or lead to a complete loss of radio communication with the equipment. VHF remote activation. During the system status check, it verifies whether the system is activated in VHF remote mode. The system does not consider inactive VHF remote activation as a failure. Deactivation of this function does not affect system operability and allows continued control of the airfield equipment via ALCMS. CMS system devices. During the system status check, the ALCMS determines the percentage of airfield equipment identified online. If the percentage of online equipment is below 100%, the system reports a failure. This fault only partially affects system operation. All ALCMS control options remain available, but the system will not be able to connect to devices with offline status, and any offline equipment will not respond to ALCMS commands. From 100 to 90% the indicator will turn yellow, and below 90% it will change to red. The equipment list shows a table containing details of all devices assigned to the groups. Name ID shows the device name defined by S4GA. A red triangle with an exclamation mark indicates that the lamp or device has a critical failure, such as being offline. A yellow exclamation mark next to the device name indicates a warning state requiring operator attention. It may appear due to low battery level, high operating temperature, reduced solar charging efficiency, exceeded battery cycle count, or delayed data update. The system still communicates with the device but notifies the user that certain parameters are outside the optimal range. In this case, a maintenance check or inspection should be scheduled. Battery level provides information about the current battery charge of each device. If the battery falls under 50%, the system shows an attention required warning. At 30%, it changes to critical. Status indicates if the device is online and communicating with ALCMS or offline with no connection. Last update shows the date and time of the most recent status update and check of the lighting system by the ALCMS. If the last update exceeds 2 hours, this indicates a potential issue with the lamp. The ALCMS is unable to obtain data from the unit, and a manual inspection is required. Mode shows whether the device is turned off or on, and displays the active operational mode. Each modification is marked in parentheses and stands for Emergency, Active Emergency Mode, NVG Night Vision Mode, FL Flash Mode, DD, Dusk to Dawn Mode. Emergency button shows which lamp has the bistable emergency switch engaged, helping to quickly locate and deactivate the corresponding SP-401S lamp. Charging source provides information on whether the device is charging and by which method. Cable, wired charging. Solar panel charging. 2 dashes indicate that the device is not charging. Device temperature shows the current temperature of the device. The standard SP-401S operates depending on the battery type, within a temperature range of -20 degrees Celsius to +50 degrees Celsius or -40 degrees Celsius to +80 degrees Celsius. Depending on operational requirements, the appropriate battery type is chosen for each airport to ensure optimal performance. Battery cycles left shows the remaining number of charge cycles before the battery needs replacement. The SP-401S battery lasts about 720 cycles or 2 years, before replacement. Charge time left cable indicates the remaining time to reach full charge via cable connection. Charge time left solar indicates the remaining time to reach full charge through solar charging. Solar efficiency displays how efficiently the solar panels are charging the device, shown in %. Solar generated watt-hours represents the energy produced by the solar panel, given in watt-hours. Battery cycles used shows the number of battery charging cycles completed by the device. Last illumination time shows how long the last lighting cycle lasted. The duration is measured from the first activation, and if the device has never been active, 2 dashes will appear. Total illumination time, cumulative time during which the device was illuminating. Start date, the time when the device was first assigned to the ALCMS system. It is used to calculate when the battery should be replaced. Total days in operation is the total number of days during which the device has been operational and active within the system. It indicates the cumulative working time of the unit and helps assess its overall usage and service lifespan. More details enables viewing extended details of the selected device. Clicking the blue More Details text opens a window displaying all parameters conveniently compiled into a single table, which can be useful, for example, when preparing maintenance reports for individual units. Notifications allow the user to continuously monitor the system. The Notifications tab is located next to the Monitoring tab, and the red indicator next to it means there is a new, unread notification. This section shows system updates regarding each group of lights, complete with date and time information, and allows you to tailor the settings to your liking. To configure them, click the gear icon in the top right corner. Then at the bottom of the window, click Settings form. A window will open, allowing you to configure your notifications. To set up your notifications, select the checkboxes for messages you want to receive and clear the ones you don't. For some notifications, you can also define a specific number. You can also set the device to send notifications to your specified email address. To configure it, go further down the page and open the SMTP Settings tab. Next, the IT specialist is required to apply the SMT configuration. The emergency switch has the highest priority in device operation. To activate emergency mode, press twice the emergency switch located on the bottom of the SP-401S lighting unit. If it is activated, remote operations cannot be performed. Control of the lights through ALCMS, UR201, or UR101 is not possible. The system will display Emergency Mode activated at the top of the screen, and the equipment list will indicate in the Mode tab which devices are in emergency mode. During this time, lights cannot be adjusted or turned off. If you have a bistable switch, once it's pressed, it stays in the pressed position, and you won't be able to deactivate the emergency switch using any other light. Within the emergency button section of the equipment list, you can identify which device has its bistable switch engaged, allowing for easier localization. However, ensure that the bistable switch is returned to its neutral position immediately after it is pressed. After the switch is returned to its neutral position, the equipment list will show that no switch is active, enabling deactivation of emergency mode. To deactivate the monostable emergency switch, press the switch 4 times. To deactivate the bistable emergency switch, press it inward 4 times and outward 4 times. After deactivating emergency mode, ALCMS will automatically take control of the devices. To learn more about the emergency switch, refer to the video, SP-401S device operation via emergency switch. To learn more about ALCMS, refer to the Airfield Lighting Control and Monitoring System User's Manual.